Hey guys, since this stage doesn't have elemental lockout, this is a run featuring Cid Highwind, and this is going to be the usual one turn run, except of course this time we don't have to use Iroha anymore. We now have access to Hope with his very juicy 123% bonus to the force gauge anytime he uses Shell or Protect. The issue that I really had putting this run together is that Cid Highwind only can fit 6 frame buffs, and you do need to save 1 buff slot for Bahamut summon buff in order to be able to do 3 EX in a row. Cid himself start with 2 frame buff, and Hope will provide Shell and Protect, so that's 4 frame buff already. And you do need to have 1 more for Quick Prayer, which means that you can't fit any other buff on Cid beyond his 2 buffs, Hope's 2 buffs, the Quick Prayer from Lunafreya, and Bahamut summon buff. However, in order to maximize damage output, you do need to use the Cait Sith LDCA to get the Brave gain for every Brave attack effect. This is vital in order to allow Cid to cap out his damage for every HP dump that he does. The issue is that Cait Sith LDCA will provide 1 framed buff normally, and if that happens, then there is no more room for Bahamut summon buff any longer. To get around that, what I did is to actually remove Cait Sith's EX passive and just equip some other weapon on Cait Sith. Don't equip his EX, equip any other weapon, unequip the EX and EX plus passive. This way, Cait Sith core abilities will no longer buff the party with the Cheerful Gift buff. In case you need to refer further, I will also put the setup in the video description as well. So the turn order at the start is Lunafreya followed by Hope followed by Cid Highwind. On Lunafreya's turn, what you want to do is try to maximize damage as much as possible because the chip damage actually helps quite a lot. So at the start I had her use 3 energy gain, and then I go into a rotation of LD followed by EX followed by her S2, and then 2 more energy gains and repeat again. When there's only 1 more LD use remaining, you want to then use her BT plus in order to get her BT aura. She makes the Great Holder for Cait Sith call, as you can see right here, because midway through her rotation, the boss will hit 30% force gauge, but you can remove the red aura simply by using Cait Sith base call. That ability is always guaranteed to crit. So as I've mentioned, Lunafreya only has 1 LD use remaining, so she uses a BT plus here, and this allows her final LD to grant 3 turns of Quick Prayer on both Hope and Cid Highwind. With this final use of her LD, Lunafreya's job, which is to apply 3 turns of Quick Prayer, is essentially over, and you can just spam attacks with her final few free turns. One thing that I forgot to mention is that throughout all the turns here, you never want to switch her target, so just leave the target cursor on boss A throughout the entire fight, all the way until you come to Cid Highwind's turn. Also, the 1 turn run here does require pretty optimal setup in terms of ultimate weapons on both Lunafreya and Cid Highwind being at 5/5. If you find that you can't output enough damage to kill off the boss within the force time, what you can do is get a selfie friend support. Notice that I didn't actually set any friend support, and instead of the Kurasame LD call, set a Cid Reigns LD call on Hope. Then what you want to do is get a turn order of Lunafreya followed by Cid followed by Hope. On Cid's turn, swap him out for selfie, use wall until she has 1 turn remaining, and then use her LD. Then on Hope's turn, just pull back her turn using the Cid Reigns LD call. You are essentially then passing the turn back to selfie, and she will immediately duck out because she's at 0 turns, and then Cid Highwind can come back and finish the rotation, similar to what you see here. I did test that variation out and it does work, except that it's only a 2 turn run. Anyway, I digress. Let me just come back to the current strategy at hand. So on Hope's turn, I gave him the Kurasame LD call, and if you don't have Kurasame, just use any other call ability that lands an HP damage up debuff. This helps to further optimize damage during Cid Highwind's turn. So I use 2 turns or 2 free turns using EX and LD, or you can just use 2 LD, doesn't really matter. But the important thing is on the final turn of his quick prayer, you want to use his FR attack. This allows you to go into force time without further increasing the turn count, so that the turn still remains at 1 turn. So at this point, what I want to do is use 5 shells and then pass his turn to Cid Highwind using Protect. Protect isn't instant turn on my Hope because I've removed the Protect Light passive. Again, you can refer to the video description to see which character passives I removed for the fight. By removing Protect Light, this allows you to sort of shift the turn to Cid Highwind's turn without further increasing the turn count. The key is that you want to start Cid Highwind's turn with exactly 4 turns of force time remaining. With that, preparation is complete, so I can pop summon mode. First, what you want to do is use Prishe LD call on boss B. This lets you set up Prishe's LD call aura, which really significantly boosts Cid Highwind's damage output because it doubles his brave dumps or brave attacks. Watch the pure damage from Cid Highwind right here. And pause his state. As always, I hope the video has been helpful, and if you enjoyed the content, do leave a like, comment and subscribe, it really helps a lot. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Shinryu fight. Bye!